The 48 Laws of Power is a book by Robert Greene that outlines strategies for gaining and maintaining power. Here are the laws of power as presented in the book. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Shine light on the people above you. Never try to outsmart your master or display too many of your talents. That will only engender fear and insecurity. You want to do is to make the people above you appear more brilliant than they are. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. It may seem paradoxical, but you should fear your friends more than your enemies. Friends can be great, but they can also become envious and betray you if you let your guard down. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep people on their toes by never revealing your true intentions. You can use tactics like feigning indifference, sending unclear signals, talking about goals, and emphasizing truth and honesty as important. No one will know what you're really up to, and without that knowledge, they won't be able to create any reliable defense. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Saying little creates mystery and an air of profundity that often leads you to gain status and acquire valuable information, all while revealing very little about yourself. Plus, if you talk too much, you may end up saying the wrong thing or coming off as ordinary. Law 5. So much depends on reputation, guard it with your life. Your reputation is one of your most important assets. Choose one good quality to build a reputation on and build an invulnerable case for it. Your reputation is particularly powerful because it can provide you with a lot of value with little extra effort once it's built. But reputation can be destroyed with even small infractions, so guard yourself against people who try to destroy it. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. It's easy to get lost in the crowd or to be timid in your actions because of what other people might think. But the truth is, you want to stand out. Be bold and decisive and mysterious so that people notice you. Even negative attention helps you out in the long run. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Getting others to do your bidding is a great way to save time and effort. There is no use in doing something yourself that you can get someone else to do. Learn how to get people on your side, and take the credit you get from doing what seems like an ungodly amount. Law 8. Make other people come to you, use bait if necessary. When you make other people come to you, you have the advantage. Never go play on someone else's turf. Find clever ways to get people in your arena. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Even when you win an argument, the prize is often temporary because the person on the other side often becomes resentful. So instead of using your words, use your actions to prove what you want to prove. It's a more powerful strategy that will lead to better long-term results. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy or the unlucky. Emotions are contagious. Don't surround yourself with miserable people or those who have been unfortunate. The misery and suffering may bring you down. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Always make sure that other people rely on you for their well-being and happiness. You can do this through extensive actions, wide involvement, or intensive actions, deep involvement. Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. You can disarm someone by being honest and generous one time. That one act can shield you from many dishonest or selfish acts in the future. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never their mercy or gratitude. Show people what they will gain by helping you. Don't try to convince them with what you've done for them in the past. It's best to show people how they will personally benefit, rather than relying on trading favors. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Especially with your enemies, learn about them by becoming their friend. They will be disarmed as you collect information that you can later use for your advantage. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Make it so that your enemy cannot recover. If there is a chance of recovery, he will find a way. It's best to destroy him entirely the first time around. Law 16. Use absence to increase strength and honor. You know the phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder. To avoid being seen as common, be around in the beginning, make a big splash, and then withdraw. People will be left wanting more of you. This is particularly effective in seduction. Law 17. Keep others in suspended terror, cultivate an air of unpredictability. Keep people off balance by being predictable. If they don't know what comes next, that will work to your advantage. Law 18. Do not build a fortress to protect yourself, Isolation is dangerous. Isolation leaves you with little information and makes you vulnerable to being attacked. It's better to be out in the open, hearing what's going on and relying on the crowd to protect you from any attacks. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Never offend people's intellectual identity, appearance, or taste. You never know who is around you. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Never take sides. Only commit to serving yourself. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Always make people think they are smarter than you. If they feel smarter, they won't expect that you have ulterior motives or that you're even capable of what you're planning. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. If you're going to lose, surrender instead of fighting until you're annihilated. If you're annihilated, you have no chance of winning. If you surrender, you may have time to recover and find a new strategy to win. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. When you find an extremely influential person or strategy, milk that entirely. Do not focus on small sources that provide you with a little bit of benefit. It's better to put all of your efforts into the things that work the most. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Learn and master the rules of courting. Then use them to your advantage.